final kind of an advice from an employer perspective, right? If you are an employer, one or two do's and don'ts for them when you think about recruiting, and then let's go to Gen Z. Also, one or two do's and don'ts as a way to kind of get ready for a career.
So, from an employer standpoint, I think transparency is so important. And the reason why I say that, if you know that your organization is a flat organization, don't tell me there's going to be opportunity when there's not, because they're going to find out sooner. I do think that if you're going to say you're about DEI or inclusivity and it doesn't show up, that's a mistake, because this generation wants that and demands that pretty much, right? They want that sustainability, they want that inclusivity. So I think that we have to do a good job of telling our story, the correct story. And then the story has to be a part where the Gen Z feel like they can have a good experience.
Yeah.
And so we have to create that story, and we have to also have leaders that support that story and that mission and vision. So I think that's something that employers need to do more of.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Eh,
Yeah. And let's go to the Gen Z now. What are some of the things for them to keep in mind? Just one or two message. The final message is about, yeah, just should they do homework and take be patient?
Well, I do think they need to be patient, do homework and all that, but I do think they are a brand. And they need to understand when they come into the organization, because the workforce has been reimagined, right? And what I mean by that is that we have 5 generations working side by side, right? And everybody has different expectations. And it can get chaotic. And I think you have to be clear about what it is that you want. I think you have to be willing to connect across the generations. I think you have to be willing to learn in different formats, if you will. It's not always this technology, will be a little bit more flexible. I do think that you have to be a problem solver. We don't need any more worker bees, because AI is going to take care of that. We need to be able to solve problems, because we tell AI what it is. The prompts tell AI what it wants to do. And if you cannot tell them what it wants to do, you can't think critically, then that's going to be a problem. So I think we have to reimagine how we come into the workplace. It used to be a time that we came in as an employee, we were told what to do. Now it's gonna be expanded. We're coming to the workplace with the skills and the background that we bring to add to the organization as a problem solver.
Yeah. Yeah. No, beautifully said. Wow, really nicely said. I like it where you don't want to be the worker bee. And in a good way, I think that you can have AI to assist you to take care of
Yes.
something, but you have to be familiar with it and maybe go beyond and give the humanistic insights.